Thoughts on Maresca?
Oh, yeah.
Thoughts on Maresca's performance this season?
Oh, Matisse, let's start with you. No.
Okay. I want to say this first. When I met Enzo Maresca, I didn't know him. I didn't know him. I've heard a lot about him in group chats. I've heard a lot from other people who have met him. They have things to say in terms of second half of the season drop-offs. They have things to say about winning the league. So there's a lot of different, conversations that have taken place and a lot of different feedback. But I haven't seen the product for myself. I cannot give it a 5-star rating just yet. But I would like to be able to give feedback. We're halfway through and I've seen everything. I've seen him be proactive, make great substitutions, make them early, tactical flexibility, tactical surprises. I've seen us have a good run. I've seen him manage the squad at that time very well. Conference League, Kazakhstan. I've seen it all. Now, I'm seeing something else. In the winter period, I've seen slow subs. I've seen weird tactical decisions in terms of Gusto left back when Renato Vega, who doesn't know if he's in or out, could have played. I'm seeing all sorts. Felix game times questionable. You're hooking him off against Ipswich. You're keeping Nkunku on when Felix was one of your best players in the first half. So I'm seeing different things. Now, I need to see more. Because now we need to see a resurgence. We need to see a rise. We need to see a recovery. The season is still ongoing. There's loads more games to go. It's been a very bad patch. I knew this team wasn't capable of winning the title. I said that. I was being honest. There was a lot of peer pressure. Certain people like Anita were trying to tell me, yo, we're in it. Hold on. Let me just finish.
Out of your mouth.
Let me just finish.
Keep my name out of your mouth. It's going to get ugly.
Let me just finish. You can come and slap me in a minute.
Yeah.
If you want it, you can do it Oscars and you can come and slap me. If I'm lying, if I'm telling a lie, you can. But what I'm just saying is I knew this team wasn't equipped to win a title because I've seen title winning teams. I've seen leaders when the chips are down. I've seen them rise. I've seen variety of ways to score goals from set pieces. I've seen Gary Cahill head it in. I've seen Ivanovic head it in, right? I've seen it. I've seen defense. We've never been able to defend. We've never been able to see out 1-0 leads. You're not always going to fire in the goals. It doesn't matter what attack you have. At some point, you're going to be leading 1-0 and the attack's going to be misfiring. Can you see out the game? Can you keep a clean sheet? Impossible. Even when we're playing against Leicester, even when we're playing against teams where they ain't really got much, we're still conceding a goal. I'm seeing these things. It's not adding up. The maths is not mathing. And for me, if the maths is not mathing, then I'm dropping out. Because I'm well aware that we're not capable. And I said, let me see this winter period. Let's see if we get through these favourable fixtures, which we need to win, and we need to build a run and prove to people that we're serious. And what did we do? We did the complete opposite. We've actually dropped way more points than anyone would have anticipated. 3 points out of the last 15 is crazy. I could have taken a 7, and that's bad. I could have taken a 9. But 3?
So you're saying that you can't see these things in the team. You can't see us getting winners.
But it's a good team, though.
No, you're saying that we can't see this right now. Out of the billions that we've spent, you can't see this right now. What's next? We're gonna get more players in.
But that's
so
why when people ask me about the sporting directors, I always say they should be under a microscope and they should be under investigation and there should be yellow tape up. It's a scene. There's definitely cases. There's a scene. It's criminal, right? And we have to investigate. And maybe you're not guilty. Maybe you are guilty. But we definitely need to at least do an investigation. A lot of people are ready to start clapping because we beat Asthma Attack in the Conference League, or we beat all these teams.
Shamrock
Rovers,
Shamrock and
Clovers in that, Clover. Now people are ready to say, A team, B team. Look at the depth. Look at the quality. Thank you so much, Clear Lake Capital, for everything you've done. I said, hold on a second. I like the manager you've appointed, but when this B team need to come into the Premier League, A, will they be trusted by the manager and utilised? Because your squad building is meant to match the person that you've done 72 hours a day researching by his system and his mannerisms and the way that he operates. So that needs to match. At the moment, the maths is not mathing again because he doesn't trust certain signings from the window just gone. And that team needs to be capable of playing Newcastle away in the Carabao Cup and not losing, etc. Premier League level, standard. They have not been able to impact games. People talk about Jackson's not firing, Jackson's not scoring. I like Jackson. He hasn't been scoring. But why isn't Neto scoring? Why isn't Nkunku scoring? Why isn't Felix playing more and scoring? Why isn't Madueke and Sancho scoring? It's not just about the person that's starting. It's about the people around them. And we all knew coming into the season, we have a balance. We have an attack which doesn't really gear towards one person. It's not like Haaland. You're getting 20 goals. It's not like that. He can score some, but he needs to chip in. And they're not. So the consequences are there. So I just feel like the recruitment. There's been some really good recruitment and there's been some really bad recruitment.
But
and
I don't see I don't see how we have recruited in the attack poorly. I don't see it. Like, you're gonna have to break that bit down to me. Go on, break it down to me.
Neto, for instance, he's a good player.
Yeah.
He should have more assists because he's a great crosser of the ball, both feet. We've seen it. But when we cross the ball, who's in there aerially to attack it?
Right.
Give me one person who can aerially attack the ball from wide areas in our team, because Villa got Duran, and I'm seeing Chris Wood attack Ola Aina, and I'm seeing Mateta. I'm one attacker in this Chelsea. It doesn't exist. They said Nkuku's the second striker to Jackson. I know Nkuku's not a striker.
Yeah, we know that.
Leipzig know. You know. France know. Why don't we know? Why is Gu, a 19-year-old, a 5 million from Barcelona B, our second choice striker? I come from Costa and Remy. I come from Drogba and Anelka. I come from Torres and Drogba. I come from I nearly said him again, but Crespo.
But
players minimum.
That's the only part of the attack where I say that's questionable. The striking attribute of it all, that's questionable. When you've got players like Neto, you've got players like Sancho, you've got Felix, you've got Palmer, you've got Madueke, you've got 5 attackers there that I've just named, yeah? And what we need to do is demand more from them rather than look at the recruitment that we've done, because all of these attackers are more than capable of securing 15 plus goals in this. They are more than capable of doing it. And we, in fact, not we, because not me, you and the whole malarkey about the title race thing, taking the pressure off the players, right? I don't believe in it. I come from an age, I'm not that old, but I come from an age where it's like, you tell your players, fam, you are that guy. You tell your players you're going to score 15 goals this season, whether it happens or not, whatever. But you got to give your players that confidence. I don't want us running away from a title race. I don't want us running away from all of this.
I saved you.
No, we've taken so much of the pressure off of the players, yeah, that the players, like, right now, they look like, oh, okay, cool. They look like, oh, we drew again. Oh, okay, cool. Like, is this what you want?
We have a situation where over the course of time, 1.5 billion has been spent. And I have to scratch my head about some of the signings that have been made. Pedro Neto, Premier League player. You've come from the Premier League. You've never really got goal and assist. We've been told when you make the big move, you're going to explode. Pause. It's going to happen. It's not happened. Jadon Sancho, in Germany, everything he does in terms of goal contribution there, we all know his game is not about goal contribution. It's about the way he plays. It was at Dortmund, but when we've seen it in the Premier League, it's not been that. Because whether that's the physical demands, whatever, he can do stuff. He's give and go player. So we're not seeing.
Were these guys part of the plan? Because Sancho was awfully late.
So this is what I'm saying though. So if you're telling
George
me,
Mendes.
But if that's what I'm saying, if you're telling me that you're trying to build something, and you're bringing in a manager that's a Pep disciple, you like the way he does everything and whatnot. It's like, what was the actual plan? And for me, I always believe that you have to capitalize on moments. Where we were when we were second and where we are now is a far cry. But the games that we did not win were games that if you gave me the worst Chelsea team, I would still expect to win.
Thank you.
You don't lose to Ipswich.
Thank you.
The Everton draw, you know what? It happens. Sean Dyche.
Yeah, 100%.
Everton bogey
But
team.
you don't draw and then just start losing games. Fulham at home.
Yeah, Fulham was
You
nasty.
definitely don't lose
Fulham,
that.
do you know Fulham
disgusting.
was my darkest point of this season? It was dark because you truly believe you are going to win this match. You don't get Fulham coming to our gaff and thinking they can score 2 goals. You don't get that. I don't think I've seen that.
But our defence has always shown these lapses.
Yeah, but look, firstly we're talking about the attack. Now we're talking about the defence. It's like Chelsea fans want a completely new squad.
I don't.
We spent 1.something billion on this squad. Our expectation is, okay, first and foremost, we want to get top 4. That is the expectation of Chelsea Football Club. We want top 4. We want to go to Wembley and not cry. I'm sorry, I've been to Wembley 6 times.
You still cry?
Do you know what? The last
I usually just take it.
Liverpool Carabao, yeah. I sat there for a good 45 minutes when Liverpool were lifting the trophy. I just sat there. I was
shouldn't do that to
numb.
yourself. You gotta catch the train straight.
No,
away.
because I want to digest
take
this.
it in?
I want to take this in
They-
because this shouldn't be
You don't
my
need to
club.
take it in.
This
They've
shouldn't
done
be
that
my club.
3 times in a
We
row
should
they
go
did
to
that.
Wembley and it should be cash money.
When we play Wolves tomorrow, this will be out by then. If we were to win at Wolves at home, we'll be back and forth.
Yeah.
We'll be saying, yeah, we're on the run again.
No.
For me, the
said
thing
that?
that's annoying. No, that's what I think. People will be like, oh, we're building momentum. We'll catch up on Arsenal.
No.
We will far above Arsenal.
Yeah,
I'm
we
at
were 4 points
place.
clear of them.
I'm at a place now where I'm looking at Arsenal, 11 points with Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
And I'm going, that's crazy. Then I'm going, wait, hold on. What?
We were looking at the Newcastle Bournemouth
We
game, but
was
we didn't
there.
even know who we wanted to win.
And that's what I'm saying. For me, it's what's happened this season. Yeah, is bonkers because one, we haven't capitalized on it, and two, I just look at random stuff like, okay, we spent how much million?
Yeah.
But
Billion.
a Chimpong is the one next to Colwell, starting at defence.
Trevor's
know
being
what?
recalled.
Trevor's being recalled.
Hey.
Reece James is scoring free
Hey.
kicks to keep us
Hey.
getting points.
What's
So
going
after all
on?
of this money, it's still like Cobham.
But also, and this is why I say the attack, I said at the start of the season, there's only one way we can score, and that is by playing the beautiful game. We can't score from the percentage passes in terms of the crosses or the corners. And I remember even the greatest teams, even the greatest Chelsea teams, if we weren't playing well, and the Felixes or Nkukus, these are all ball to feet players. Sancho, Palmer, it's a
Yeah.
very technical team.
Yeah.
But at the top end of the pitch, Jackson has missed some big chances, and this is why I say that striker position is crucial because that is meant to win you games, right?
Yeah.
And we haven't got that right, and we signed a lot of 10s when we already had 10s with Carney Chukwuemeka, right? The squad is not balanced.
Yeah.
There might be a lot of quality, and I agree with you. There's enough players there to be like, how are we not winning these games? But the balance isn't right. And it's not been right since we've spent all this money.
No.
That's why we keep going into windows and being like, you know what we need? We need a spine. We need a goalkeeper.
God
we need a centre back.
almighty.
We need a striker. We said this last year.